Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctair, your host. So I've been working on my farming series a little bit here lately, and on the screen you can see one of my Town Hall 8 games. If you pay attention, I've got 4 different Town Hall 8 games and different Town Hall 8 bases that you can consider if you would like. So these particular games are a little bit unique in that they are at the end game, and what that means is that I've got everything upgraded except for maybe walls and some troops. I think one of them I still had a couple of levels on the Barbarian King to do as well. Once you reach that point, though, you got no use for the Elixir. So what is a guy supposed to do when he is just overflowing with Elixir? Well, obviously, dragons. I know, it seems crazy. Who in their right mind would possibly farm with dragons? Well, this is the fun of Town Hall 8. Now, it used to be the fun of Town Hall 7, but with some recent changes they made to the way the lightning spell works, you can now use 2 level 5 lightning spells to take out a level 6 air defense, AD. And what's cool about that is that it also means you can take along with you 1 additional spell, 2 unit spell, and I usually take a rage, as well as a poison spell as a just in case. Between all that, dragons wipe out just about anything now at Town Hall 8, just like they used to do at Town Hall 7. Now, there's no change at Town Hall 7. You still need to use 3 lightning spells or, 3 lightning spells to take out a AD at Town Hall 7. So, but at Town Hall 8, I mean, you can use the other strategies if you want. You could use Jibe Arch or whatever, but this works great at the end of the game, and since I got all that elixir and nothing to do with it, it just makes sense to have a little bit of fun with my beloved dragons. Now, how do I typically run a dragon attack? Well, obviously, it's 10 dragons, 2 lightning spells, 1 rage spell, 1 poison spell. And then in the CC, if I can, I take along some balloons as well as a free spell. Sometimes you luck out, and one of the ADs will be down. Other times it might be that they're, say, level 4 instead of level 5 or whatever. But for the main part, when you come at one of these bases, you want to take a look at the alignment of the ADs and the air sweeper. If you can come in from behind the air sweeper, take out the furthest AD, then you're pretty likely going to be able to zip right through the base. And that'll work usually without a CC, without the Barbarian King. I think I used him in all of these, but I typically use the Barbarian King at the very end of the raid because, to be honest, he's just not needed at this level for these kinds of attacks. And this attack works great in war. All right, all of my lower level wars I've been running, I have been running almost exclusively dragons in the wars. Sometimes I come across a base that requires a little bit more finesse, and that's when I pop over and use my my Go Weaver or something like that. But really, Dragons does just fine for almost every single base that's out there now for Town Hall 8, and it's certainly going to work great for you when you're using it for farming. What else? Well, let's see. You want to unleash your fury, like I said, from behind the air sweeper and take out one of your ADs. But when you line it all up, don't necessarily look for the resources. Now, what do I mean by that? This is a 3-star attack strategy. I get a 3-star almost every single time that I use this against another Town Hall 8 or even a Town Hall 7. So I don't really need to worry about getting to the collectors and storages first. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to, because I'm going to get to them eventually since it's a 3-star, right? Instead, you want to kind of take a look at the base and figure out what the best angle of attack is. Now, if I use dragons to go after a Town Hall 9, especially if it's like a dead Town Hall 9 with all of its collectors around the outside or something, in that case, it's a totally different story. I'm going to look at getting to the collectors and potentially the storages faster. That's where I'm going. That's my goal, right? But at Town Hall 8, since like I said, it's going to be a 3-star, that's not the goal. The goal is just to line them up in a way that's going to get them down there as quickly and efficiently as possible. Get them through the base, sweeping all the way through. Like I said, line up behind the air sweeper and take out one of the air defenses with the lightning spells and then get to the other one. The air defenses can still take you down, though, and this is why it's important to line up right. If you come in, because you're going to have typically 2 ADs left, right? So if you come in against one of them and you don't have the right spread, or if a storage is positioned wrong, your dragons may kind of carve off to the sides and go around the outside, in which case the ADs are going to be able to continue to pick you off. That's why it's nice to have your clan castle with the balloons, because of course they go straight for defenses and you can line that up to go straight in. It's also why you want to use, say, a rage spell in this case, like I usually do, to kind of direct the dragons a little more quickly in, so and get them through things more quickly, so that they don't end up kind of setting up their own pathing. This particular raid here, you can see I couldn't come in from behind the air sweeper, but it was positioned toward the edge of the base. So I went ahead and I came in at the ADs in the most direct fashion, so I know I would get them, and then dropped my clan castle behind the air sweeper, so it would come in and take out the air sweeper. And it went straight to it. There was nothing else in its way. Boom, straight in, took care of it. Where do I run this? Man, I run this from Silver all the way up to Crystal at Town Hall 8. It works great for me all through there. The bases, I mean, I guess they could be dead. It's not like Town Hall 9 and up where you've got the X-bows and the Inferno Towers and such that you could look at to see if the base is dead. But more often than not, I go after collectors and storages when I do this. Because like I said, it's a 3-star attack strategy. That it's just not important to me whether I'm looking at collectors or not. It's not like, you know, say a Jive Arch or, you know, something along those lines. Typically, around 400,000 in gold and Elixir. I try to get close to 2,000 or better on Dark Elixir. So it works out pretty well. And I never run out of Elixir. Usually, you know, as you saw in these games, I've got 3 or 4 million in Elixir. So plenty to go around. At any rate, that's my video for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If there's a particular strat you'd like to see, let me know. I've been doing lots and lots of raiding on my home village. Got lots more to go. So I'm going to get out here and do some more and see if I can't knock out some walls and maybe a couple of more levels on my Barbarian Kings. I'll talk at you later. Y'all keep on clashing. Bye-bye.